Folks, I sincerely tried in the past so many months to round up a new angle of support for Miley Cyrus's Flowers lawsuit if she deserved it to get it dismissed. I did. I said a lot of supportive things about Arkansas Maybelline factory, which I never even knew existed until 2018 because the woman I dated then used to work there and probably do a little go-go in the bathroom, you know what I mean? I'm if Miley Cyrus is not going to repent, if she's not going to be my ally, if Maybelline repents, even if I get a little money out of it, if they want to use a lot of the ideas I said about not antiperspirant, natural deodorant, unisex, men and women, makeup moderation, uh, education of girls, maybe preteen, more so post-teen and older women on pads over tampons and wine. I'll show up if my presence means anything at the Maybelline factory in Little Rock, Arkansas, near there. You got a team. If you got somebody reputable to work with, I don't know who it is right now, unless or until I know more. I don't want to work with Miley Cyrus. She's bad for publicity. She's bad. Revelation chapter 3 says Jehovah God disciplines those he loves. He also destroys those who he hates. Us humans can't always know in the middle which is which. We just have to wait and see. Just think about all the things I've sincerely said for myself. I've literally tried to help her. I've tried to help her from year before last to 2025. I've tried to help her mentally, spiritually, legally, and literally comb like I'm over there in the bushes, August 2025. I kept talking about Maybelline makeup because I thought she was in love with me and I thought I was supposed to be in love with her. I even kept my mouth shut about things at times for her benefit. Even year before that for Gucci. There's lots of things in the moment that I toned down for me. You know, like where Scotty could be on a scale of 1 to 10, where I could easily be a throttle. A 10. I was knocking myself down to a 7 or a 6 or barely an 8 for the sake of Miley Cyrus, so it would not carry over to her in a negative way. Does she work with me? Does she respect me? Does she hate me? Who's Miley Cyrus? What is Miley Cyrus? Folks, I've tried to be. I've been very respectful for her. I've done a lot of work for her. She doesn't reciprocate me in any way. What do you think, Miranda Lambert? What do you think, Texas? What do you think, Dolly Parton? What do you think, Noah Cyrus? What do you think, Governor Gavin Newsom? China. Preferably with Donald Trump's agreements. China, TikTok, South Korea, Samsung. I will work very hard for you without military force to put Walmart in its place and or Meta, Facebook, and individually Mark Zuckerberg. My doggy's snoring. But y'all just think, put in context all the work I literally have done, from written to suggestion, even the free Bible work, 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 18 for Miley Cyrus, the teaching, and let me say a little bit more specific. Just like barely 4 months ago, whatever it was, this is January 2nd, 2026. It's hard for me to say that. We're a new year. I'm a creature of habit. It's 2026, not 2025. I have to be careful. Uh, um, um, I mean, I gave good ideas to help her Flowers lawsuit get dismissed if it's deserved. But don't tell me she's now added human trafficking, extortion, premeditated land estate thieving, or whatever the list, or torture to me, crimes against humanity. And a guy that's been plain as day about it, of what he wants and what he doesn't want. What's wrong with Miley Cyrus in regard to 1 Corinthians chapter 6? Isaiah chapter 10, verses 1 and 2. Is she pregnant with my sperm, folks? I don't know. I suspect she is. The American media doesn't. It's too private. It's Bob Clausen, KARK, Channel 4 News, Little Rock, Arkansas, Next Door Group, private. They don't even do it with Democracy Now! Doesn't have the resources. I don't know about BBC. They get to be private like a communist community. Right, Miranda Lambert? What do you think, Britney Spears? What do you think, Taylor Swift? If Taylor Swift is pregnant, who, by, and how? I'm not necessarily trying to annihilate Miley Cyrus legally or whatever, but I want there to be more transparency. Carolyn Levitt doesn't do it. She works for a communist, a dictatorship that's unsaid, kind of like Putin and Benjamin Netanyahu. I don't know. I hate the American media. I hate the American radio stations. I do. I hate the online system. I hate the American military. And guess what? My father's word says he's going to rid the land of bow and war chariot. Folks, is Miley Cyrus torn in regard to me, conflicted, or is she being an actress trying to torture me? It's hard for me to say. It's hard for me to know. Or maybe she's taking bad advice from some doctors and military officials that tell her to torture me or humiliate me. I don't know. I don't really know who she is. She's definitely a sexual person. Just what I sensed about her and some of her songs, like Work It Out. In a sense, she's been in therapy that way, 2024, 2025, like she made me comfortable sexually. It is safe to say that in the past year or so, I've thought about her sexually in ways that I haven't any other woman. And to me, it's really intimate, and I usually keep it private. But she's betraying that. She's betraying that like a rapist to me. She keeps betraying me like a devious rapist, like a fake. I don't know who she is. I don't even think about people sexually much. But the near term peak is Taylor Swift, and only because of what she's done in them two new singles that come out, like Opalite and the other one, like A Vine, A Crown. Anyway, I almost don't want to talk about it. Folks, United Nations, since the American government won't do it, Arkansas government won't do it, Texas government won't do it, California government won't do it. Maybe New York will, and the United Nations within the New York of the United States of America. Is the United Nations not its own sovereign in New York State, like the Vatican and Italy? Can you get some of this in the news? Especially, what is Miley Cyrus's motives in regard to me? Is she my ally or my enemy? On purpose, on accident, what? And can anybody implement a damage control or give her some kind of ultimatum to not make anything any worse or before it's later than necessary? Please and thank you. If the internet would work, I'd look up online right now if the United Nations is its own sovereign in America, New York. And when I'm signing off at less than 9 minutes.